Hello and welcome back. My name is Chris Joko. I still want to show us around Excel functions. As you learn Excel functions and their usage, your confidence in Excel data analysis grows by the day. Now, these are functions I want us to look at: the integer function, the round function, the count function, the count A. If this video is too long for us, I'm going to cut it short, and maybe in the next video, I'll continue with some other functions. But in all, I want us to get used to so many functions so that as you navigate the journey of data analysis as a beginner, you won't have much stress, you won't be confused along the line because you might have come across so many functions. Now, let's look at the integer function. Looking at the data before us, we see quantity and units. In mathematics, generally, you can decide if your number figures will be as integers or you round them up to their nearest whole number. As an integer, you're talking about taking away every decimal or fraction. 121.5 is more like 121, 1 over 2, and the rest. This is just a fraction. You can decide to make it an integer or to even round it to the nearest whole number. And so to do that, you can just come close to it and say equals, and you say int, which is the integer. Say, look at it, rounds a number down to the nearest integer. So you click on it, and then you select the number you want to round to the nearest whole number. You click on it. So F3, you close your bracket, as you can see, and decimal. So you can just drag down to take care of everything fraction or decimal. So that is how the integer function works. So you can just move your unit price here, assuming what you're doing is to take away decimals and fractions, and then you drop your unit price. So that is just what the integer function does for us. So now let's go back and look at the round function. Let's look at the round function. You see, the round function is similar to the integer function, but the difference is that the round function takes your number, your digit, to the nearest whole number and takes away a decimal point. That is to say, 121.5 will be taken to the nearest whole number. 99.7 will be taken to the nearest whole number. So 9.7 in mathematics, if you're taken to the nearest whole number, it should take you to 10. However, 121.5 should be something else and not 125.5 again. So now let's look at the round function. Equals round, and then you select the number you want to round. Another thing is that you tell Excel to round it to 0, and then you press enter key. You can see 121.5 has now been rounded to 122. In our previous work with integer, what happened was that it was rounded to 121 and not 122. So that is just the difference between integer and round. Let me drag so that you see. You can see 9.7 is now 10. 115.4 is now 5. So we have rounded it to the nearest. So this is just the difference between the integer function and the round function. So next, we'll be looking at the count and the count A function in the next video.